All together. All right. So we have the front end, we have the back end. The front end is the presentation layer where you present the information you want people to see. The back end is how this information is being put together. Um, Now I'm going to take you to the tools you need to develop the web. Basically, to not now for anything to work, anything at all to work, you need a database. A database is where you store all this your information. If a picture is taken that needs to be used on your website, it needs to be stored somewhere. If you write an article that needs to be used on your website, it needs to be stored somewhere. So you have a database, front end design, back end design to put together a website. There are many tools you can use that will make life a lot easy. There are tools that can make sure that you can build a website without having to write any code. I normally advise people to learn how to use those tools and still learn the language used in writing those tools. I think that's the quickest way I know. Slow. Okay, so we'll go to desktop. I'm going to desktop because you have to make your website reference to a position. You could have put that in your C drive instead. Well, desktop is a safe place to start. So we are going to create a folder and name it the my system. Okay, new folder. We name the folder Oleg. Is it okay? Q. Okay. Oleg. Now, a website is a folder that contains all the information you want to show on the web page. Now, this folder can be hosted either locally on your own computer or on a host company's computer, which is why when you're trying to build a website, you would be charged for hosting. The person hosting is the person that is going to keep the database that powers your website. Why is my computer slow? to go buy a new computer, or go buy a new laptop. I don't want to assume you know anything. So if there's anyone you understand, like desktop is this place. Oh, and then maybe we'll get back to that. This is my desktop. I've created a folder. The most important file when you try to reach out to the internet is going to check for one file, and the file is called index file. Index is normally first. I think index means first. So we have to create an index file. So we come to create. Let me just open this. Um, I think I might have to restart this computer. So I'm starting again from Oleg. This is my desktop. Oleg. I'm doing um, open as a bracket project. Bracket is a development tool, another a development tool. The same thing I can do with brackets. Do you know Notepad? Yeah. Yeah, you can do it with your Notepad, but bracket makes it easier. Okay, so this is brackets now. I have opened Oleg file folder with brackets. I will now I'm now trying to create my index.html, which is the first file that the internet is going to ask for. So I come here, I do new. It has opened a new this thing. I will now do save as. Save as index dot html. HTML is the language that holds is the framework that the internet was the websites are built on. So I do save. This is the structure of a web page. How do you do this? One, you can type it out, and it's always good to know how to type it out at first, so that to develop muscle memory. Once you have done it over time, you'll have mastered it. But how I did it now, without having to type one by one, is shift exclamation shift then one. Yeah, and press tab. So it will put the structure together. If you go to Facebook site, okay, let me show you. This that you are seeing here, this thing, all this thing, that's the title of the website or the web page you are looking at. And this is how you create a title. This place that says document, you can put your own title, this in there. Like services. That's the right. Okay. This part is called, let me quickly. HTML uses this sign. Everything you see will be inside lesser than, greater than. That's their own style. As you can see, this head, lesser than, greater than, everything. Okay. Now, once you open something, you have to close it. So if I say I'm opening leg, it is, you see, it will close by putting slash in front of it. So this is closing for the body, this is closing for the head, this is closing for HTML. The only one that doesn't need closing is this doc type HTML. This body is everything you would see on the web page. Everything you see in the web page goes inside this body. Everything the web page needs to work properly, meaning intelligence work, thinking, deciding which browser am I working with, deciding which style sheet am I working with. You put all those ones in the head. The ones that you don't want people to see, you put it in the head. The ones that you want people to see, you put it in the body. So now let's say this is our web page and we do save. Now if you go to Oleg, you can see it's already giving us like the web page in it. And you now click on this index. It will open up in a web page like this, and you can see it has the title of Oleg Services Limited because we put it. Now we have an empty web page. Like I said, this is the body. We can write in it. Um, hello, George Chukwu Safety. Hello, yeah, why? Me, say you work on the eh? Gas, èmi gan mi ní gas. Eh? Igi ni Stanley gé pọ̀tù láàárọ̀ ìtàbí ṣe ń dómi. Don't worry, tí bá ní màá ti pè é ṣùgbọ́n. Alright. Saying get gas. Me say you get gas. Nobody get gas. Like that we did. Anyways, so I doubt this will work like this, but let's try. Because normally you wrap what you want to show on the website. You wrap it in tags. Tags are those things I showed you. Oh, okay. I know. Now, ideally, this should be wrapped around a paragraph tag. That is a normal lettering on the internet is called paragraph. So they are called p tags. You put it on P tag. And then it comes. Let's see if there's any change. Okay, you notice it came down. A web page, a browser normally comes with its own styling for HTML tags. So a paragraph tag has its own styling. By styling now, I'm saying how they want it to look. So this one, the browser already has decided this. There's a font I want to use. If the owner of the document is not giving me his own font, I'll use this one. If the owner of the document is not telling me how far down I should go, I will go down this this much and come here, because ideally your word should look to the edge of the browser. It is the browser styling that is bringing it here a little bit. So um, if we don't want it to be a paragraph, we can have an heading. So let's say an H1 tag. Heading. Like services. So you can see that header is bigger. Now there these headers exist from H1 to H6. I think it's the same thing with Microsoft Word. H2, H3, H4, H6. So you can see that each header has a star. H6 is the smallest. And go up like that. This is the paragraph tag that we put. Okay. Now these things, of course, if this is how the internet was, nobody will use it. It's too ugly. You don't need to style it. So we create, there are different ways to create a style sheet. A style sheet is where you put the commands of how you want your presentation to look. Some people can put it straight into their HTML page, but it quickly makes everything look clumsy. So it's always good to create your own style sheet. And you say your style sheet, save as style dot CSS. You know this one was dot HTML. For style sheet is dot CSS. HTML is one language. It's how you put inform content on the web and arrange where you want them to be. Formatting. So it's HTML is for formatting. CSS is for styling. The full meaning of CSS is cascading style sheets. Yeah. So this one is for styling. That's why it's .css. It's different from HTML. So, but I named my own style. So you save it. So now we have two folders. I mean two files in our website. At the end of the day, the website can end up having 500, 600 folders. But you start by building them one by one. Alright, so CSS. If I say H1, H1 is my header. I want to style it. Then I do curly brackets and I say font size 100 px. B is not going to work now. because this is H1. The browser has given it its own styling. Now me, I'm trying to override the browser styling and tell it this is how I want my own to look. I want it to be this big. But it's not working because there is nothing connecting this style sheet to this HTML. It is not enough that they're inside the same folder. You have to link them. So you come into this head, back to the intelligence I was talking about. It needs to be able to know that okay, where is my style sheet? So you come into this head and put link tab. This is the format. Link. Okay, let me write it out so you're not confused. It should be here, link. But there's something I call attribute. This one is meta, but there's an attribute in it called chassis that has a value of UTF-8. I'll explain that later. So this is link now. We're trying to give it an attribute called rel. And in this rel now, we are telling it what we are linking it to. So style sheet. Then we will now tell it location of this style sheet by putting href, which is another attribute. And you can see it's already suggesting that we pick this file, which is our file. So pick it. And then what else? I think that should be fine. So now if you save it, it will know to use that style for displaying this H1. And H1 is that big. So if I now want to properly design my H1, I can now come to this style sheet and say, okay, yeah, your font is size, then text, align, center, and just as you would have the text, comes to center. You can go ahead and say background color. I want it to be, I know this is red. Let's see. Then you can tell it I want your font to be white. I'm sure you feel it's too close to the bottom, so you can tell it add it to push it down. You can move the top to a little bit. I don't have a text picture, so at least you have an idea of what we're doing here. So I was talking about divs. So let me show you how divs work. I can call it a wrap for today. So now all these things ideally should be inside divs. So let's do the copy our H1 into this div. And then let's do my div and copy our H2. Do you understand what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Tuesday. See if there's anything. Alright, let's change it. Let's put history inside. We haven't seen any change because we haven't designed our div in any way. So now we have three divs. Push this other one down. See, these are the three divs that we have. Now, these divs, to identify which one, each one, to target them, we normally give them a class. Hmm? So let's call this one. Yeah, let me spell it out. Div one, div h one. So let's get this one to a class of two. Let's give this one a class of two. So when I say div class one, you know is this one. Div class two is this one. Div class three is this one. So yeah, come here. Now to target a div, all you have to do in your style sheet is to put dot before you type the name of the class of the div. So this now we know what who I'm talking to. So this one now I can say I can even give the div its own background color so that you can see it separate. Background color of black. Black, yes. Let's see if I change. Nope. Color of black, white. Yeah, you can tell the div to take the whole screen. I'll come back to it. Let's do this. See, this actually means what I've done now is just every other thing will go under the screen because the first div now I've told it that I want it to be 100 VH, which is view height, meaning 100 of everything you can see on my screen at a time. Let the div take it. So it starts from here, covers all the way down. But because I have given this H1 its own background of red, that is why we are seeing red. If I go here now and remove this background color from the H1, the div itself will give it its own background color of black. Anyway, alright. So div 2 now, let's give it a different color. So I can play with them. Red one, change this one to change this one to wait. So I'll make this one be um, 6, shall I become migrate to red? Okay, let's give random pixel. Pixels 150 pixel. Okay, let's see what's going on. Now, these divs naturally are taking the full weight. They are taking the whole length of where they stay. We can now control it by telling it, let's leave this first one. Like this one now, we can now tell it weight and tell it to use, say, which is 40% of the computer screen, whatever screen it be each phone, and tell this one to use weight. Okay. Now, it's possible in the course of design, you want this one to be here, which is the work of a designer, arranging information. Let me even this one here. Let's give it a background image instead. The first one. So background color black. What do that? Background image. So you have to. This is a folder. I have to create a place for image. Hmm? So I normally like to arrange all my images in one file and I name them. So which image are we going to put here? We shall find something. Good. I want a big picture. Okay, let's use this. Let's see. So you put the picture in your picture folder and you put, and then So I don't do more dark stuff. Okay. Alright. Everything is fine. Alright, so we can come here and do uh, and every time you write a line of code, you always have to put what's that called? Is it semicolon? Yeah, you said yeah. If you come here, now you can see this space here. What's happening here is the picture is not big enough to cover the whole screen. So it's trying to start again. You cover the picture will repeat itself. So you can control that here by saying uh, background size, background size, cover, and even background. There's something called background repeat. Not not repeat. So now the browser knows exactly how you want to display your picture. So take the full screen. Um, then this one's there. There's a command called float, and float basically stacks up divs next to each other. So if the first one is fine, I can even add it from there. Try. So X down here. Okay, let's see what this one here. X. Okay. Left. Uh, left. I've forgotten what. Let's see where I'm supposed to cancel this float. So okay, we'll get back to that. Let's remove this float. Now there are different ways to achieve something. Why can't I remember this thing? What I'm trying to do now is to bring this one beside this one. And I tried float, which is supposed to stack them up beside themselves. Yes, I know the answer now. Clear. So after you use float on this one, float and give it left, you can come on this one and clear. Clear left. Orion. Yeah, I know what is wrong. I'm going to put these two divs. I can put the two of them inside the div. So this one, call it as. Hmm? So if this one floats left, yeah, this one doesn't even need to have any float. I won't be shocked if this thing is behind this one. But okay, so we don't waste time here. Ideally, when the web designer is working and you run into this kind of, I just want to see this. There's this school, this place called W3 Schools. It's a very, very good place to resources. The only problem you think you can face. So, with this float now, if you come here, you can easily know that the shares float property specifies what element can float beside the clear element on which side. The float property, so that we don't deviate, you can by yourself check this one out at your time. But at least you know that with web design, all you're basically doing is arranging boxes and deciding what goes into them. And then let me quickly touch an interesting part. Then inside another very important part, which I'm going to put inside another div, is the form, because it is with the help of the form that you'll be able to get feedback. If you want to get someone's email, someone wants to order something, you need a form to do that. And this is how you. So let's say you want a form with three fields, and then the last one. So, I think there's also a button tab. So, It should give you a form. Because I don't need this one. This last one. This form you can put there's something called a break tag, which is like this. Yeah. If you want to force things at the same line, you come down next to each other. So you can put this here, here, then we have a form. This div that is carrying the form, let's call it and build a class of forms. So if we come here, we can target it by doing the forms with and display display Title is the space beside it and the next item. Okay. So, anyways, you have a basic understanding of the different elements that put together a website. Now, over time, people have created different tools that can, if you want to build a website like this, although it is the most efficient way to build a website, you know where everything is, you put everything there yourself, but it takes a very long time. If you want to build a website from scratch like this, first you have to first design the template and then go and be doing the backend. So people have now created, there is now a content management system that is easy to use called WordPress. WordPress system. Okay, so this FJ test is a WordPress installation. Just like you have images on this one, images, because this is the WordPress files. So all those files that I said you can have 600 files to create a website, they will have helped you create plenty of those files. So all you will just be doing is the way you're posting those um, pictures yesterday. But to even develop a website like that, you still need to be able to understand what's working, how it works. WordPress I'm showing you now. WordPress use of a team, a WordPress team. This Abstract community is a team I created myself. And here, and CSS means style sheets. It works with two different style sheets. But even if you look at these ones here, you will notice that by understanding the one that we did today, let me open this style sheet. By understanding what we did today, you have an idea of what this is. This says HTML body margin zero. It means it doesn't want space. adding color. He doesn't want any space. He wants it to stretch out. Body background color white. Font family open sun. That's what he wants to use. Now this importance that is put in there is because the person that the WordPress already is coming with his own font that they want you to use. But this important this thing here will tell you that see, ignore anything anybody has told you. Use this one. To use this. You can have an idea about this. So, but me, I always advise people to play around normal HTML, CSS, build and build, understand it before they now jump to WordPress. WordPress will make your work easier. But if you are someone who does not know HTML and CSS and you just jump on even PHP and you just jump on WordPress, you, you will not be able to grow. You will not be able to you will not be able to be a developer. They will tell you do this now. You don't know how to put it together. So today is the end of day one of our lesson. Did you learn it?
Yep, yep, yep. On wow.
Wow, 1 hour and stream. Are you sure you want to end stream? Bye.